Hello everyone, welcome to tonight's stream. Change of pace tonight. After not being streaming for a while, we're actually not playing a game. We are working on my model airplanes, and chances are high you will actually get to see my face. So face reveal possibly. You get to see my disaster of a room. So sit back, enjoy, like, subscribe, join the Discord, join VC on the Discord once you join, and enjoy. And I'm starting with a B-17 that I did a horrible job painting. We're painting it some more, particularly my now olive drab wheels. And we don't talk about the olive drab gunner dome. That one. You guys can't see it, so it doesn't matter.
It's okay. Let's start
Instructions.
passing.
At the Heinkel instructions. Where's these? What color were these wheels supposed to be before they sort of got repainted?
It
Where's my
was probably
instructions?
some
There they
form of
are.
a gray.
They were like tricolor, I think. Look at the front ones at least. The rear one, I think it was just black tires and olive drab hub. Or dull silver. But I did olive drab. So I just have to repaint the tires on the rear wheel. And front wheels, I can see what color they were pretty much. Okay. So I need flat black. Which, that's semi-gloss. That's definitely not what I want. That's flat. And for those wondering what paints I use, I have Testors, Model Master, and I primarily use Tamiya now. Because Testors and Model Master don't actually make paints anymore. And don't comment on how I was shaking that, please.
Hmm. Oh, that was well, I got testers, but the ones I got are the oil based.
Yeah, I don't do oil based because I need to turn on my fans anyways.
Yeah.
Thanks for saying
See,
that.
because I got an idea. Put filters on your computer and then use that as an air purifier for your room.
Do what? I'm sorry.
Because you have to run so many fans on your computer, put an air filter or something in it, and then use your computer as an air purifier.
Oh yeah, that actually would be smart. Oh
And
dear.
technically, I use my desktop as a space heater.
Exactly. I did that a few times in the winter when it got cold.
Yeah.
I didn't really use it as space heater as much as a foot warmer. And actually, usually with
Yeah.
my UPS, not the computer itself.
Yeah, no, my desktop can actually produce enough heat to warm a small room, at least
Yep.
by 5 or 10 degrees.
Oh yeah, mine warms my room a lot too, which is very problematic because I don't like it hot.
Well, yeah, down there, of course.
Uh huh. My parents hate it, but I keep a small AC, portable AC in my room
Hmm.
because there's days where we have the AC set to 78 during the day, and my room will get up to like 81,
Mm.
which I've promised to them that I don't turn the AC on until it gets up to like 81 and I'm in the room. But
Yeah.
mostly because they think it's just gonna shoot their electric bill up. Oh, and for paint brushes, I
Yeah.
used a Virtuoso. Specialist Savant. And tonight I will use this one. Alright, this is going to be fun. Mostly because this wheel is really close to the fuselage, being the rear wheel and all.
Mm-hmm.
And those two will be my brush washing ones. And you may be seeing this alcohol sitting in front of me. It's 91%. It works fantastic for cleaning brushes. Alright, here we go. I can't see what I'm doing. Like, really, I can't see. You guys probably can't really see this either. Sorry. This is one thing that I have to just focus on me being able to see and not really able to focus on what you guys can see.
Mm-hmm.
So join the voice chat on Discord so that you can listen and talk to me while I do this. Because I can somehow multitask enough to talk while I'm doing this. I'm not
That's
really
good.
sure how, but I can. Just like I can paint fine details with my right and left hand, despite being righty.
Yeah, same here.
It's a great skill to have.
Mm-hmm.
I was working on the paint around the cockpit earlier, and I had the cockpit basically the whole plane's facing directly at me while working on it.
Mm-hmm.
And for the right side of the cockpit, I used my right hand. For the left side, I used my left hand. It worked great too.
Cool.
Like if I had the plane sitting right this, I'd actually switch to my left hand. But I feel like just
Mm-hmm.
turning the plane right now, not pain. I can't even talk. This is great. Oh no, I'm gonna have to paint this landing gear strut too. Dang, I didn't even realize that got painted. I was painting with the airbrush and got lazy and didn't feel like masking up everything. So some parts sort of got painted. Despite me being extra careful not to do that.
Happens.
It does. Luckily, it was actually, I did really good. Well, except for that. Get off there. Nope, made it worse. God dang it. If I wasn't holding the plane with my left hand, I'd actually switch to it right now. But I can't really hold this like I am right with my right hand. So, just gonna have to, I
Mm-hmm.
can't, I'm putting shadow on it. This isn't good. I'm just gonna have to switch hands. And I completely failed. I was saying I was good at this, and then I failed miserably. I'm not quite as good with the left hand, but I'm working on it. Only can get better by practicing.
Yep.
Did I get all of it? Let me get that little side right there a little more. And believe it or not, one thing I do struggle with while using my left hand is dipping the brush in the
Yeah.
paint.
Huh.
You would think I'd struggle more with the fine detail than dipping. Ah,
No, I
shoot,
understand that.
yeah,
Because sometimes you got to get a very, very small amount of paint, and you just putting the brush in too far is going to give you way too much.
yep. Which I probably didn't need to wash the brush right here because I need to use it on the front wheels, but I forgot. Which I use a two-stage washing. I first rinse it in a dirtier alcohol. I've rinsed in
Hmm.
it before, and then I do a clearer version. Does a great job. Cleans it right up.
Good.
And I have a whole bunch of towels spread out here because I don't feel like dealing with the paint growth. Mostly because my model's too big for it right now.
Yeah.
Its wingspan's a little too long, and the fuselage is a little too long. So the only way it's going in the paint booth is sticking half out crooked, which makes it hard to
Yep.
paint detail.
Yeah.
And I feel like I should get a bigger brush for these front wheels. But I don't think I have an in between this size that will work. This is the biggest flat one I have there. Is this one any good? Ooh, actually this one is still good. Alright, this will work. Um, I'll go ahead and mix the paint again. Won't hurt, right?
No.
Mostly because the top gets a little crusty, or like film forms over it, slightly dried. We have so much
Mm.
airflow in here. The paint dries like in seconds in my room. And then this big bottle is just more alcohol for cleaning my electric paintbrush. I'm not paintbrush, mixer.
Mm.
It works great too. Oh, got it on me. Dang. Okay. Now for the big wheels. We have anyone watching?
Me?
Just you?
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of lame. Dang. I was hoping
It's
I'd get a
okay.
whole bunch of views now that I'm back streaming. Okay, maybe not quite, but
No, no, this is a completely different crowd than your other viewers.
yeah, it is.
So this crowd is going to take a little bit longer. You're going to have to develop this one too. The model makers.
Yep. This crowd's probably not as big on YouTube either, but maybe it
I'm
is.
not sure.
Okay, this plane's going upside down for a while. These plastic tires, they actually have tread.
Oh yeah, no, that model's pretty detailed.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I had that exact same one.
nice. The Rebel monogram.
Yep.
It's a good model. I haven't really had
Uh,
any problems with
15.
it.
Oh yeah. 15 years ago, I built that model.
I think my dad's had it in his collection for a long time and never built it. I don't think this is one I actually bought.
Mm.
But I could be wrong. It may have been one I bought. My dad used to do these models when he was probably around my age.
Mm.
Ah, I painted that. God dang it. Oh well. That's one of the codes I'll have out later anyways. It's just much easier to do on the tree though, I will say. You all
I
probably
think
can't
with
see,
my
but
war,
it's already
what's
dried.
that?
Half the wheel's already dry. Oh, that was almost a complete disaster.
I'm thinking of painting mine on the sprue.
On the screw.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you call the tree?
Yep. Paint
Okay.
everything and then glue it together.
That's what I do. I'm really just going back and fixing my lovely mistakes right now. 'Cause this was all painted originally, like before I stopped working on it for a while.
Yeah.
And now I felt a compelling reason to go back and repaint it, basically. Which, honestly, probably shouldn't have, but whatever. Actually, it needed it
Hey.
because I'd done a poor job with gluing, so I had a whole bunch of like gluing streaks on the fuselage.
Hmm.
And the wheels I'm touching up because I completely screwed up painting the fuselage. So now they need work. It's just a cascade effect. Which I wasn't planning on having to repaint all of the wheel struts and rims, but because I screwed up painting the tires, I'm gonna have to do that too.
Yep.
Yeah, the joys of painting a put together model.
Yep.
And what really doesn't help is the fact this is drying faster than I'm putting it on.
I kind of like that.
It's good until you're like rebrushing areas you brush and it's sticky and you're just wiping it off and it looks horrible later.
Yeah.
Like if it's not drying really fast, you can it has more forgiveness. But if it's drying as fast as it is, you can't go back and touch up areas while it's wet. You have to wait for it to completely dry first.
Yeah. That's
So,
usually in a couple minutes with the paint you're using, though. At least that's the same paints that my friend was using for his models that I paint some of his.
yeah. Well, my climate in my room, I keep it pretty dry, I think. It dries so fast that I got one shot on making everything perfect and then going back and touching it up later if I need.
Okay.
Like one stroke and I have to move on. If I go back to
Mm-hmm.
for a second stroke, we screwed up. Like you guys probably can't see, but this half of the wheel is dry. I've just literally just painted it. Now if I paint the top again, it's already half dried and just sticky. Now I'm making sure I block out all of the light I have, so I can't see what I'm doing here. It's a very important step. Right?
Oh yes.
Okay, that's a black wheel or tire. Now to wash this brush. First I'm going to close up the paint before I get it everywhere. And for those wondering, no, I'm not repainting the bottom, and no, I have not repainted the bottom. I'm not too worried about how the olive drab is sort of uneven on the bottom. It was actually partially intentional since it's a little more of a camouflage that way instead of a perfectly straight line.
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing how paint, black paint, just turns this black. That's why I did two stage though. 'Cause if I just stopped after that, the paintbrush still looks black. But now it looks normal. Still a little bit black, but there's nothing I can do about that. Alrighty. I could have done the ice boots, the icer boots. Those are black. Ay, ay, ay. Silly me. I guess not really, because I have to keep it upside down. Like paint the bottoms, since apparently they are a mess. Alright, let's use the paintbrush we were using to start. And do that. It's all got to be painted eventually. Alright, that's mixed. Oh, neck cramping. Doesn't take long.
No.
And I don't have a very steady hand tonight. Ah, there we go. Lowered my seat so now I can get in. Although I'm more unsteady now. Oh wow. Hi, you guys can see me.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I did warn them. Oh crap. Where did I paint? Man, I hate it when it dries just that fast. It's literally completely dry now. Maybe I should turn the fan off. When I say it's completely dry, I literally mean completely dry, ready for coat number 2. Before I even finished coat number 1. See, I could already do coat number 2 on the tip. I'm probably gonna have to touch up this blue again now, since I've done such a horrible job of keeping on the lines. Because my hand's literally just all over the place today. Probably because I'm hungry.
Yeah, that can cause jitteriness.
Yep. Hungry and tired. What more do I need? Oh, that electric car I was selling is sold.
Nice.
We didn't get what we wanted for it, but we got a fair bit. Five
Yeah, that's
thousand.
usually how it goes. Not horrible.
Yeah, it was valued closer to like 8,000.
Mm.
But we definitely did pretty good. Obviously, my parents thought
Yeah.
so. They sold it for that price.
Yeah.
So, and this afternoon, like right after selling it, I got a price for it on one of the sites I'd posted it on, an
Nice.
offer for
Oh,
a whole $3,200.
oh, geez.
Yeah, luckily we didn't really miss anything there.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what doesn't help is when the model shakes. It's one thing when I'm shaking. It's another thing when I'm shaking and the model's shaking. And there's something under my paper towels. I sure hope these are supposed to be flat black. So it would suck if they're not. I'd have to do it all over again. Oh, and as for that weird sound on my car, we've
Mm-hmm.
decided to ignore it.
Okay.
That's the best fix, right?
Sure.
Actually, it hasn't been making the sound as much, so we're not too worried about it. So, I don't think it's really a big problem. What is becoming a big problem is the driver's seat is loose.
Mm.
So when I hit the brakes, I just feel the whole seat slide forward a little bit.
Oh, that's not good.
That's what I thought. Luckily, the only bad thing that would come out of that is me hitting the brakes harder. And it really only does that when I, like, right before I come to a complete stop, anyways. So, not terrible, but definitely annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I think that's all the flat black. Still got a whole bunch of window parts, apparently. And lights. I haven't filled in. Actually, I bet the bottom of the wheels are dry now. So I could just do this. And now I shall paint the top part. I don't know why that came out so much smoother. Okay, I need to wash the brush and rinse the paint before I do this. Mix the paint, not rinse it.
Mm.
The brush is starting to get all stuck together and stiff from drying. So when I say things are drying as fast as I put it on, I definitely mean it.
Mm-hmm.
I also think, because these are bigger on the top, I'm going to go back to this paintbrush also. Oh, I didn't open this first.
Mm.
There, good enough. As long as it's in the alcohol, it won't dry. Oh yeah, this is gonna look good. Too much. You working on anything?
Um, yeah, I am attempting to 3D model one of the front cover plates for the CD drive slots in my computer case
Oh,
because I
okay.
seem to be missing, I'm missing three.
Oops.
So what I just yeah. Well, I used to have CD drives. I no
Yeah.
longer have them in this version,
Okay.
but I don't know where the other three are. I mean, I know what box they're in. I don't know where I put that box.
I hate it when that
Uh,
happens.
yeah, or if I even managed to grab it out of my girlfriend's house when I left. I
Ah,
don't remember. But so yeah, I just snapped a bunch of pictures and I'm working on loading them into the computer so I can use Room and see how good it is at making a model.
okay.
I'm first time trying out this photogrammetry stuff.
You'll have to let me know how that goes.
Yeah.
How far around this does this go? That far. I've just decided that. Because I see red poking through the olive drab because I touched it earlier while it was very wet. And where there's red, there was not black. Seems pretty reasonable to assume that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, same thing on this side. What really helps is the fact that there is actually a little bit of a marked ledge where this goes. So it helps contain the paint a
Mm-hmm.
little bit. Not much. Very easy to miss it and go outside it still. But it
Mm-hmm.
really does help though. Without it, this would be a complete disaster. The line would be in as many curves as you can think of.
Mm-hmm.
It's curvy with no help. And these de-icer boots, they were actually optional according to the directions. But as you can see, I am doing them because I think it'll be actual nice detail to paint.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I can see the end of it on this side.
Mm-hmm.
Which it actually looks like I've stopped right at the end of it on the other side, based on where it ends on this side. Since they're really big on symmetry on a plane. I don't know why, but they are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe I do know why. But there we go. Those are gunmetal guns, so I won't paint those. So that's all the flat black I've got for now. I think there will be some more flat black later. But you know what? I think I'm gonna go grab a bite to eat real quick here. Be back in like,
Okay.
oh crap. God dang it. Those weren't as dry as
You
I
do.
thought.
Mm.
They stuck to the paper towels. Oh well, they don't look bad. What I should have done was probably make sure they were all on some tape instead of paper towel directly. But I'll let this black dry for like 5 minutes while I go grab something to eat. After I clean these brushes and stuff, brush and stuff,
Yeah.
and then I'll be back. And we'll paint the red wingtips and the tail.
Nice.
Which I'll double check the instructions, but I think it is a glossy red that I'm going to be using.
That sounds about right.
Yep, it was definitely pretty shiny before.
Hmm.
Nice and clean. Close these up just in case I bump them. Oh, and all these little containers I have over here, my local hobby store, they actually just give them out and grab as many as you need. So I
Oh, nice.
took advantage and grabbed a whole bunch. Actually, I
Very cool.
grabbed like 2 to 4 on each trip. And
That's the
then
way
now
to do it.
yeah, I feel bad just taking like 9 of them at once. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
just
It
grab a
looks like you're
couple.
greedy.
Exactly. Alrighty, everyone. I will be right back in a couple of minutes here, probably with a giant bowl of popcorn. So just enjoy the view.
Yay, we can watch paint dry.
Alrighty, and I have returned with popcorn. You still around, Scotty?
Oh yeah.
Alrighty. How's the stream looking? We've had one whole viewer this whole time. Thank you, Scotty.
Yeah.
Hey, at least my average view duration's high.
That's true.
Uh-huh.
You at least have one person that watched the whole thing.
Exactly. Okay. Let's see here. What color are those wing tips? This is gonna be fine. Hard to find. Because I don't know if they're gonna show up on the wings themselves. No, they're not. They're in the back. Okay. Or on the main side, main paint schemes. Red. Wow, that is very detailed. Just red. Thank you. Thank you, instructions. It's really what I wanted to know. I totally didn't want to know if it was flat red or glossy red or semi-gloss red or any of that fun details. And there's no color list? Well, you know what I think will
It's
help with my
probably
issue?
whatever Reddit you used on the wings underside.
Oh shoot, I have two reds. I have red and I have clear red.
Hmm.
That's that would be a old clear red too. Oh my god. Hang on, I want to know how old this red is. No, it doesn't have a date.
And that means it's old.
Yeah, it's so old in fact that it is to me is old label. It
Hmm.
its size is 3/4 fluid ounce and not the new 23 milliliters, which are the same size.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the price is 225, whereas nowadays Tamiya has them labeled at 380, and the store I buy them from, which this one was a different store, but same area,
Mm.
is at 398
Yeah.
versus 225.
Yeah.
There's a chance that's a little bit
Yeah. It's
old.
been a while.
Uh huh. Alright, well, let's use my new plain red and a big paintbrush. Let's see here. This big? Yes, this big. And we shall start on this side. This is a nice Tamiya brush I bought the other day. It's really soft.
Nice.
Yeah, I actually like it a lot. It didn't really help with my issues painting the olive drab on the fuselage, but
Mm-hmm.
those were different issues, not paintbrush related, I believe.
Mm.
Those were apparently I got a defective bottle paint. Or user error, which we all know which is more likely.
Yeah, both are still a possibility.
Yup. I would like to believe it was just a defective bottle, but something tells me it's user error, being I'm not particularly experienced. You think this is mixed enough? It's gotta be mixed enough. It's at least still very good. We'll just set that there, over here. What the? Oh god, we're still sticking to everything? Jeez. Let the
Okay, that was
fun begin.
unsuccessful, but that is lack of knowledge.
What?
Oh, my attempt was unsuccessful, but it was due to lack of knowledge. I did
Oh,
not
okay.
know how to run mushroom.
That's a fun problem to have.
Didn't it though? I'll have to learn that.
Oh no. I already don't like how this is coming out. This is gonna need multiple coats for sure.
Probably.
Considering it is a light color going on a dark color.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, I missed. No, I don't want to paint more olive drab. Oh well, I'll probably paint more olive drab later. Oh, it's still plain. I can't miss as accurately if you're moving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is 100% gonna need like 5 layers of paint. I'm almost feeling like I should have just done like a light primer over the olive drab.
Maybe.
Doesn't help that it's literally dry already. Like the tacky dry.
Yeah.
So I can't really paint anymore. Unless I do that. Just use a boatload of it. Okay, that looks pretty good for that side. For first coat. Now we'll move on to the other side. Which I moved into view for you guys. You're welcome. Okay, got a nice puddle of it on that wing. A bit early. Now, for the tail, which, I'm sorry, but you guys aren't going to get to see this very well. Actually, you know what? I probably can turn it a little bit. Not much, though. There. You guys sort of see that.
A little bit.
I can still sort of see that, too. Uh-oh. I failed. Oh, I really failed. At least all drab paint's over this easy. It's just not as much the other way. As much as that would be nice right about. Oh, I forgot this de-icer. Uh-huh. There's a big one right on the tip of the tail here.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'll get that later. And now to go lefty. Man, that's so much better. Wish I'd just done that from the beginning.
Oh, hello there.
Hello. How's it going? Not to worry, Scotty will read me your message.
I'm gone. Damn.
Well, oh well. Alright, that side is very bad, but done. Now for the side you'll actually get to see, for the moment. I won't promise it won't be redirected here soon.
Mhm. Mhm.
You know you're doing this right when you're judging a straight line in the right place based off estimating the width of the brush and not actually being able to see where the edge is. Totally not me all the time. Totally don't do better that way either. Actually, I think I do. You know what? I think that's good for a first coat. I don't want to brush it too much. gonna need a whole bunch of coats though. Well, let's go ahead and turn it over and do the bottom side now. One could argue don't need it, so you know what? Never mind. No,
Mhm.
I'm wearing it. Happens every time. Oh well.
Okay. You're not
There.
doing a good job painting if you didn't do it on yourself.
Exactly. Okay, let's use this one and I guess that one. Come on, open up. Open up. Now it's red. Man, that is very red. Yep, right on me. You guys can't see. I'm too far
That is
away.
rather glossy.
What?
That is rather glossy with the red.
It is. It's probably too glossy for to be real, but it's the only red I've
Yeah.
got, other than clear red, which that definitely is not what I want. And you know what? This brush might get more than two, because it is brand new. I really want to take care of it. Yeah, there's still red in it. If you wonder why I have so many of these with alcohol, it's because I did like a 8 stage wash for this brush the first time
Mm.
when I was using it on olive drab.
Yeah.
I don't feel like repeating that though. I saved them all so I could, but I don't really think it was effective after like the first two or three.
Mm.
Mostly because it was probably just some alcohol being transferred between them, making it look like it still needed it.
Yeah.
The other thing that crossed my mind is that alcohol is really bad for this brush, considering it sort of just falls apart now.
Could be.
Whatever. It was like a $5 brush. They still got plenty of uses out of it before it's completely done. There's a reason why I don't buy stupid expensive things like brushes and paints or models. If you can't tell by the fact that I build Revell models,
Yeah. They have some decent models.
they have good models, but they are cheap models. They're not known to be high quality.
Yeah, true.
But they're high quality in the sense that they go together without too many issues, typically.
Hmm.
Monogram, on the other hand, those were definitely the cheap models.
Yeah.
And they definitely do not go together without plastic putty very often.
Right.
Or in my case, I think I used wood putty, but we don't talk about that. It was a big model, B-52, 172 scale,
Oh yeah.
with like an eighth to a quarter inch gap on the top of the two fuselage halves and between the wings.
Not good.
No. Alright, well, that is going to wrap up my work tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. Everyone, please like, subscribe, and join the Discord. And see you in the next one.